Romshinators, thank you so much for joining me once again here on Romshii Radio. This is not a happy video. This is actually the hardest video I've ever had to make. And I want to just start by apologizing to all the Romshinators out there, those of you who trusted in me, those of you who believed in me, those of you who were absorbing my message. Because recently I have been called a sellout for the first time in my creative life. 45 years of creativity. And now for the first time I'm being called a sellout, and you know what? I am. I did sell out. So I'm just going to read you the comment. This is from Music Miscellanea. And I don't know what language that is. I don't know who this person is. You can see here in their profile picture, they're jumping up in the air. I don't know whether they can fly or whether that picture was taken just in a moment of jumping. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the world of photography works. But I can only trust that this person is not a government agent. I can only trust that they're a real Romshinator and somebody who has my best interest in mind. Because I trust people. Despite how much fear-mongering I do on this channel, I trust Romshinators. If you take the time to comment, I will listen, okay? And I take it very seriously. I couldn't sleep for weeks after this comment. And it was only made 3 days ago. Where is the pedal board and effects, though? Question mark. I miss the good, real Romshii already. ... You've changed, man. You're a sellout. Unsubscribed. This is hard even for me to read right now. I feel like I need to stop the video. I've been called a lot of things in my life, okay? I've been called a false prophet. I've been called a god among men. I've been called a snake oil salesman. I've been called a charlatan. I've been called a cuckold. I've been called a wannabe. I've been called a wash-up. I've been called a greasy alcoholic. I've been called a pancake salesman. I've been called the garbage man. I've been called the busboy. I've been called the retail associate. I've been called everything. But one thing I've never been called is a sellout, Romshinators. And the fact is, I did sell out. I sold out a couple months ago. I was approached by a large corporation who offered me a vast sum of money so that I would never have to work again if I would just make videos without the use of the ambient pedal board. Why? Because these sounds are specifically designed so that my voice will directly enter your subconscious mind. This bypasses all previous programming. It's something that many of you know instinctively, and many of you have messaged me, hey, why do I see you in my dreams? When I go to sleep, why do I wake up and you're in my room telling me things I've been longing to hear my whole life? And I tell you, every one of you that's messaged me that, I say the sounds are designed so that I am entering your subconscious. And that is something that's a powerful gift, and it's not something everybody can do. Okay, and those of you who remember, I used to have a YouTube channel with about 2 million subscribers. Some people called me the godfather of ambient truth radio. But it was stripped away from me when the powers that be realized that my gift could change the world. And I became weak, and I became poor, and I became sloppy, and yes, I accepted a large sum of money to get rid of the ambient pedals. I apologize, Romshinator. I'm putting it all out on the table. This is not something I ever thought would happen. It doesn't feel good to look in the mirror and not recognize the man that's looking back at you. It doesn't feel good to be called a sellout. To be told that you're unsubscribing. That's like a knife in my heart. Romshinators, I can only hope that you will accept my apology and understand that going forward, I will be extremely ambient at all times. Look, I even brought a kazoo. I have a new thing now. Hey. You hear that shit? It's crazy. I can do that at any time now. That's crazy. What the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know. Why do I do this?